What's up, guys? I have to tell you about this awkward little scenario that just happened to me while I was sitting right here trying to start recording this video. There's a guy sitting in this chair right here, and I'm on the couch right here, and I told him, I was like, hey man, I need a little bit of privacy. And he was like, really? You're so direct and honest. And I was like, yeah, I know, that's kind of who I am, thanks. And he was like, okay, well, this chair is really good for my back. I was like, yeah, but I kind of want to be sitting here alone. And he was like, okay, well, and I was like, but you don't have to move. And then he's like, I know, but I like your honesty, so I'm going to. And I was just like, okay, guy, whatever your reason is. But anyways, I wanted to make a update and say that I am legally changing my name soon to Jacob. My name is going to be Jacob Eden Connor Dodd legally, and I am no longer kind of keeping it under wraps because I have to get this process started soon. I mean, shit, I start class in like a month, well, a little over a month, but still. I start college on August 24th, and I should be getting my letter for hormones like 2 or 3 weeks before that, maybe. So I'm going to call this video from Julie to Jacob, and it's because a lot of guys have been talking about their fears and their name change and their injections, and it's all kind of coming together at one time for me. I'll be starting to receive my injections next month, and I'm going to try to find an endocrinologist that will automatically let me do it weekly, not every 2 weeks, because I already have mood issues as it is, and if I'm that unstable, it will kind of probably lead to violent outbursts. And I don't know, I just don't really have that good of a way of just dealing with people when they ask rude questions, or if ask them, want them to do something and they don't do it. I just find myself getting really super aggravated, and why do you have to be so rebellious and cantankerous and do the opposite of what I asked you for, just because you don't like who I am or something like that. I don't know, it's stupid. But so I stopped plucking my eyebrows when I came out as trans, and they're starting to actually look thicker, which is cool. I think that's partially just because of the camera, but I don't know. I can see where my face is really going to broaden and masculinize out, kind of thing. I'm excited for my shoulders, my arms, and everything like that to get bigger, and the area. Sorry, I'm not binding right now. The area around my rib cage to just come in cleaner, and then this just be gone, totally flat. This is my Growing American Youth T-shirts, 300 Youth Strong. They're all screen printed. They each have a number on the back that's real cool, and then the necklace I got at Pride, which is awesome. So I heard one of the fears of some of the people in the trans community, FTMs, are afraid of losing their queer LGBTQ attachment slash identity, that whole community, kind of excommunicating them for being trans. Once you start to just be read and perceived as 100% male and masculine in the world all the time, it's people start to wonder well, what is a guy like that doing at Pride Fest, especially if he appears to be cisgendered, heteronormative type of guy, which I hope that I never do. I mean, I plan to be androgynous my whole life, I hope. But there's aspects of myself that may change through transition. So this is a really awkward place to be sitting. But I've already told you guys kind of things I'm afraid of, and now I've mentioned how I want to do my tea every weekly, either intramuscular or subcutaneous. I'm interested in checking out both options. And as far as surgeries go, I mean, I feel once people start asking me about being transgendered, a lot of questions about surgery are going to come up, and it's well, that's really my business, what I decide to do, chop off or add to my body, but, it's my physical, property, kind of, so I'm gonna own it. So, I mean, if people ask, I'll just tell them straight up, I'm I want keyhole periareolar, and I want a hysterectomy, and I want a metoidioplasty. And if they ask what all this shit is, then I'll be Google it, look it up. There's a ton of medical websites that can tell you all about the things that I am interested in doing. So, speaking of interested in doing, I'm getting kind of interested in BDSM, like the whole community, and I checked out this tent at Pride about getting into sadomasochism and stuff like that. Group kind of sex play, and they also had a petition for educating, like doing sex ed in schools for children, which I think is very important. Because the sooner you are aware of STDs, the sooner you can start preventing them. It's like be responsible with yourself. So, anyways, this has turned into just a random rant about nothing. But I just want to tell you guys that I may be writing a book because I swear to God, if people ask too many questions about my transition, I'm just going to compile it all into like a fucking manual, and it'll be like how to understand Jacob Dodd. Like seriously. So that's all I have to say. Um, Subscribe, comment, do whatever you gotta do. I'm gonna be out right now because I got a fucking 4th of July cupcake, and I'm about to rip into it because I also have Purple Powerade. I was craving this the other day. It's funny because it says chosen to hydrate players, and yeah, this player needs some hydration and some love from this cupcake. So I'm gonna go now. Peace.